Hello everyone, welcome to Explaining Cells. In this series of videos, we will explore PowerShell and today we will discuss formatting. And particularly we will work with the following commands: format table, format list and format white, which provides the most day-to-day formatting capability. Now first let's see format table, which has an alias ft. Let's go to the cell. Let's get the help for format table first. And you will notice that it has several parameters, and among them the most useful ones are the property parameter, which accepts a comma separated list of properties that should be included in the table, and the group by parameter, which groups the objects according to the property we specify. Now let's work with get service in this video. Let's get all the services in our system, but we'll only specify the name, status and startup type properties. So get service, pipe it to format table, and the property we want are name, start type and status. Now as you can see, the output shows a nice table view of the services and with the properties we specified. Now let's check the group by parameter. We will group the services according to their status, whether they are running or not. So get service, let's sort it by status, and this time we will use the alias instead of full command ft. The properties we want are name, start type and status, and let's group it by the status. Now as you can see, the output is grouped into two sections. One section only includes the services that has stopped running, and the next section includes services that are running. Now in this way we can work with the format table. So also try these commands if you haven't already, and let's work with the format list now. Format table is not very helpful if you need to display information that will not fit horizontally in the screen. In such cases, format list is the commandlet we can use. It has an alias fl. You remember get member, right? What it does, it prints out the properties of an object. Format list is an alternative way of doing the same thing, but format list will also display the values for these properties so that you can see what kind of information each property contains. So if we type get process and pipe it to format list and list everything, as you can see, it took some time to complete the command because this command is displaying every property that get process has and their description. Now let's see format white. It is used to display multi-column list. It's able to display only the values of a single property. So its property parameter only accepts one value, not a list, and by default the name property is displayed in two columns. So if we run get process and format white, we get the names of processes in two columns, and we can manipulate the number of columns by using the column parameter. Let's use 4. Get process, format white, and the column is 4. And now as you can see, we get the names of running processes in my system in 4 columns. We can also create custom column names. Let's see this with an example. First, let's try the command get process format table, and we want the name property first. Also we want another property called VM, which is virtual memory each process is consuming. So let's do it like this: name equals to VM in emb, expression equals to VM by 1 MB and as integer. Now let's understand what we are doing. We are listing the running processes and formatting it only to view the name and virtual memory. But instead of using the default column name, which is VM, we want to display the virtual memory in megabytes. So we are naming the column VM MB. Now the expression part is defining the values for that column. We want to divide the virtual memory by 1 megabytes and display it as integer value. And that's all we are doing. And this sort of construct is called hash table, and we'll practice more with them in future lessons. For now, let's press enter. There was some typo. It's expression, not expression. Now as you can see, the column is named BMMB that we specified, and the output is formatted like this. Now for the final part of this video, I will explain one important rule about formatting. Your format commandlet should be the last thing on the command line, with out file as the only exception. The reason for this rule is that format commandlet produces formatting instructions, and only an out commandlet can properly consume those instructions. If a format commandlet is the last on the command line, the instruction will go to the out default, which is always at the end of the pipeline, which will forward them to out host, which can work with formatting instructions. Try running get process, format table, and get member. Not what you expected, right? Get member is not displaying the process objects. But why is that? Because the format table does not output process objects, it consumes the process objects you pipe in and outputs formatting instructions, and which is what get member and sees and reports on. So remember that out file is the only commandlet that should follow a format commandlet, or you will have some undesirable result. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.